The plane doesn't explode like in the movies. There's a sound like every bolt in the world coming loose at once, then a long, scraping silence, and then smoke starts coming from somewhere under seat 14F. You're awake, you're not bleeding, and you have roughly 90 seconds before that smoke decides whether you walk away from this. Most people sit there and wait to be told what to do. That is what kills them. Everyone assumes a plane crash is unsurvivable. That picture is exactly what kills you, because it tells you nothing you do matters. It does. Aviation safety researchers have examined every major commercial crash since the jet age began. More than 90% of people involved in aviation accidents survive. The number goes up sharply if the aircraft stays mostly intact on impact. What actually produces the deaths in those crashes is not the collision. It is what happens in the minutes immediately after, when the aircraft is on the ground, fuel is burning, and smoke is filling the cabin faster than most people understand. The crash is not what you need to survive. The 90 seconds after is. Here is the structure you are working inside. Post-crash fires produce toxic smoke that can incapacitate a person in 2 to 3 breaths. Same window you get from a house fire burning synthetic materials. The cabin atmosphere at head height can become unbreathable within 60 to 90 seconds of a fire starting. The National Transportation Safety Board, after studying survivable crashes, identified 3 behaviors that appear in the fatalities over and over. Not being in the brace position at impact, which increases injury and slows your exit. Not knowing where the nearest exit is before the emergency, which adds critical seconds in zero visibility. And not moving immediately when the aircraft stops, which costs time you do not have. The 90-second rule is not an estimate. It is the documented window between a survivable post-crash fire starting and the cabin becoming incompatible with life. 90 seconds is also, researchers note, roughly how long most passengers spend watching the safety car disappear into the seat pocket in front of them. The only preparation that matters happens before anything goes wrong. Count the rows from your seat to the nearest exit, in both directions, and fix that number. Not a rough guess, a number. In zero visibility, with smoke at eye level, you will navigate by feel along the seatbacks. That count is the only thing guiding you. Survivors of the 1985 Manchester airport fire reported that the passengers who had noticed the exit location were the ones who found it in the dark. The ones who hadn't looked were the ones still searching when the smoke took them. Look at the on-screen counter. How many rows to the exit behind you? If you don't know that number right now, on your last flight, you were already behind before the aircraft left the gate. The plane is going down hard. The brace position exists for a single purpose. It shortens the distance your body travels toward the seat in front of you, reduces the violence of the secondary impact, and keeps your head from striking something that ends the whole calculation before the smoke even arrives. People who skip the brace because it feels futile are the ones who arrive at the moment they need to move and find that they cannot. Head down, hands over the back of your head or gripping your ankles, feet flat on the floor. Hold it until everything stops. The aircraft is on the ground. Smoke is somewhere in the cabin. This is the moment that separates the people who walk away. You have 3 seconds to decide to move, because your nervous system will otherwise interpret the relative quiet as safety and begin waiting for an announcement. There is no announcement coming. The flight attendant may be incapacitated. The PA system may be gone. Move. Here is what actually happens in the aisle. People freeze. They stand and then stop, processing. They open overhead bins and reach for luggage. They look around for instruction that is not coming and will not come. In the 1985 Manchester fire, investigators found that aisle blockage caused by hesitating passengers contributed directly to the fatalities near the back exits. The people who died were not incapacitated. They were waiting. They were watching. They were retrieving a carry-on bag. The rule is blunt. Move toward your exit now, and do not stop for anything you brought onto this aircraft. The bag is not worth the equation. Your laptop is not worth the equation. Nothing you stowed overhead is worth the equation. Clock, 60 seconds remaining.
Get low before you reach the exit. Smoke layers at the ceiling first.
By the time it reaches knee height, the upper half of the cabin is already lost. If the exit is blocked or unusable, your pre-counted alternate matters now. The other direction, the other door.
You already know how far it is because you counted before pushback. Once you are at the door, the slide is already inflated in a survivable crash. You sit and go. Do not hesitate at the top. People have died at an open door with smoke moving around them because they paused to assess the slide, to look down, to think about whether it was safe. 90 seconds is also roughly how long it takes most people to make a decision they should have already made. You are on the tarmac. The instinct is to stop and look back. Do not. Move away from the aircraft, perpendicular to the fuselage, as far and as fast as your body allows. Fuel fires can reach the cabin from outside faster than most people expect. The people who stop to watch the fire are too close to it. Get distance. Sit down on the ground if you need to. Emergency services will reach you. Your only job now is to be far enough away that they can. Here is what this was actually about. Look at the people who didn't walk away from crashes they could have survived. The man who didn't brace hit the seat in front of him and couldn't move when the smoke arrived. The woman who couldn't find the exit in the dark had sat in that exact row for 2.5 hours and never turned to look behind her. The family near the back who waited for direction waited 60 seconds too long. None of them were killed by the crash. The aircraft was on the ground, mostly intact, and the exit was 18 feet away. They were killed by the gap between what the situation looked like on the outside, a survivable landing, and what was actually happening inside the cabin in the dark. Every one of those decisions was made before the aircraft ever left the runway. Whether to count the rows, whether to watch where the exit was, whether to take the card seriously. The crash doesn't decide if you get out. You already decided when you sat down and thought it wouldn't happen to you. The exit sign at the end of the aisle. Ordinary. Lit. Nothing happening. The 90 seconds is generous if you already know where you are going. It is nothing if you don't. Right now, on your last flight, did you count the rows? Most people are about to say no. And next, the emergency that gives you no crash, no smoke, no alarm, and no warning at all. Just a body that quietly runs out of something it needed. That one is next.